I'm the scat man. Yo do do do. Skimmy dimmy ding yo do do do. Yo do do ba 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 dee ba 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 do. Ba 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 do. Sweet ba 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 ba. Oh, hey there.
Hi.
Thursday. Hi. Welcome to NHL Puck Props presented by Bet99. Josh Inglis, Carlo Colaiacovo, coming to you off a losing day. Minus 2.9 units. It was one of those days you're like chicken early, got it, cash, and then it slowed down, and you're like, I'm going to bed after the first period of the 10 o'clock games, and hopefully some magic. Not much magic happened.
You said you were going to stay up for that Seattle-San Jose game.
Yeah, but I'm so old, my body hasn't adjusted to daylight savings time, so it feels like it's...
Dude, by the way, this daylight savings time...
What a joke.
Might be the worst thing ever invented in the world.
5:30. I can't see outside.
Why does it have to be dark at 5:30?
So it can be light at 7.
Okay. That's I mean, if it's... So how does it change then? Help me understand weather here. In the summertime, when it's light until 9 o'clock, it still comes up at 5 a.m.
The earth spins. I don't know. It's something to do with the earth spinning. That's all I know.
People.
Did you expect a real answer out of me there?
I
hopefully not.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand. Like I come out of the
Wednesday night of hockey stacks.
Come out of the hockey ring. It's like pitch black outside. My son's like, "Do I gotta go to bed?" I'm like, "Dude, it's only 6 o'clock, man."
All right, pumpers, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment as well. The OEL hit. No, the OEL assist hit wasn't a power play goal. It wasn't a power play point.
It's hard to get a power play point when you only have one power play.
Yeah. Matthews looks to be back. Let's be honest. Ever since that goal on Saturday night, I know a lot of people weren't paying attention. The early one before the hockey game, where he beat whoever was in that, Urson or Vladar.
No, Vladar was Vladar.
But clean, right? You're like, I haven't seen that goal in a long time. So nice to see them back. Nice to see Willie doing Willie things and Willie moving up the leaderboard in terms of that Art Ross push. Can we? We'll talk about a Willie Art Ross if he can stay healthy. That's for sure. But it's silly. Yesterday we talked about how ridiculous like Anaheim is. We got the Chicago win. Seattle looked awful last night. But the bottom teams are coming up. If you start looking at the point total, the goal total, I was scrolling to try to find Cutter Gauthier for the Rocket today.
For the Rocket?
He's tied for the league leading goals at 10.
I know, but like, come on.
Opportunity for sure. No.
You think he's going to score more than 50 goals this year?
I need a number on it.
Look, anything is possible, but I'd be shocked.
I was trying to find the Macklin Celebrini Art Ross and combine it with the Cutter Gauthier Rocket win. And wasn't finished. And the Jakub Dobish Vezina.
Oh, wow. You would retire.
That'd be it.
Yes, that's it. That'd be $1 million right there.
But like a $10 bet on that, just to victory lap it if it hit, like people would be like, this is the smartest guy in the world. No, he just bets futures markets every morning at $10. One thing before we get into the plays here, not a big board, got aggressive yesterday. And I don't know, I'll take those chances all the time. I like those. But it brings me up one thing. When you are losing, and people message me, and 99% of you guys are fantastic, right? This is why I think I put out my boosted stack yesterday, but I had West Coast games and I had Skinner on there, but Skinner got bumped down to the third line because Adam Gaudette came up. So that's who it was. So it didn't correlate perfectly. And I'm like, shit, that didn't work. And I had the other one in Vancouver first and Garland came back. So I had to do a switch. So I couldn't ask them to double switch it up. So I'm like, that's why sometimes it doesn't work well.
Shit happens.
But to have people come at you being like, well, I don't understand this. I'm like, this is it. But you don't do this. I'm like, guy, like I can tell a person who's losing it between the ears because he's losing money in betting. That is my spidey sense.
Yeah.
Because I've been there. And it sucks. And if you're that person, you need to step back. check yourself and figure it out, because being in that spot's not good. It makes you an asshole to other people. It makes you crappy in general. We're in this together. That's my what's that? What do you call that?
The way I look at it is, if you're asking a guy to help you make money and he loses, you can't be mad at him because he's trying to help you. Like, go find your own picks if you.
But I think it's part of the progression of being a long-term better.
Yeah.
I've seen all these guys in the chat. These guys have been here in the chat for a long time, and I know them. And I get sad when I don't see the same guys, because I know they might have busted. But
there's a reason why people don't get rich off of gambling, is because it's hard to do every day.
Very hard. And if I had a motto on my T-shirt, it would be, "You can't win sports betting in a night."
You can't.
I try. Believe me, I try. I try.
Yeah.
But no, a minus 2.8 unit night when you're firing on a ton of plus money plays. If I go Klingberg instead of Wenberg, which was one of my toss-ups on that San Jose power play, then we finished like plus 2.8. Like, those are the swings for sure. So just, chill. That's all. Chill. And I'm always here. If you guys ever need anything, I'm always happy to help. But yeah, just know when someone's trying to help, like, don't send them 800 messages at 5:30 while I'm trying to make burritos for my children.
That they're going to kill you.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Let's go Minnesota at Carolina. And we're keeping it simple, stupid. We're doing the KISS feature today. Carolina team total over 3.5 minus 115. Kendra Miller might be back. So Walker might be off the PP1. So we got to see what's happening with that. And if you know anybody, there was a X account, Daily Lines, that posted the daily lines. It's suspended today. I don't know.
Hockey Daily Lines?
Yeah, an X account. So I don't know how a site that was just putting out retweeting beat writers gets suspended. Yeah.
Wow. That sucks. But I don't understand the reasoning behind that.
I don't know. I haven't messaged them or not. So the best thing you can do, if you're looking for line combinations, go check the sources at Daily Faceoff, and then just add them to the list. And then make a list. And then you go check it during skates times. Taylor Hall still on line one, but he's power play two. Minnesota is hot. Not really. They're on their first 2-game winning streak of the season. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
They are 1-3 straight up after a win this year. Carolina at home, 19 goals in 4 games. Minus 190. Carolina in regulation is minus 125, but I'm happy to get Carolina on the goals. Where are we ranking Minnesota? Because I don't see Minnesota as, like, Minnesota to me could be behind. It's behind Anaheim, behind Utah, behind Seattle. Like, I think Chicago and Minnesota is a better comp than anything else. Where's your thirst for Minnesota?
Well, this was a team that over the last 2 years was playing at a different card table than everybody else in the NHL because of the $13 million dead cap hit they had to absorb for the Parise and the Ryan Suter buyouts. And you thought this year, with the injection in the cap and obviously the injection in those dollars that they were going to get back, maybe they can go and put together a more competitive team. The Kaprizov extension obviously helped create some stability there. Their goaltending in Gustafsson, I thought was one of the tops in the league, but right now they're just not. Right now it's either their goaltending's playing really well and the other two parts of the game are not. The offense is clicking. The other two parts, together, nothing is clicking together for them, and they're finding themselves on the struggle bus. So it's really hard to get a read on what Minnesota team you're going to see play on a nightly basis. Don't you agree?
Yep. No, I absolutely agree. They're in my Nashville, Philadelphia zone of I can't get a beat on these guys because they look terrible, and then you bet against them, and then they're good.
Three games ago, they lost at home to Pittsburgh, right? And then they beat Vancouver, and then they win an OT against Nashville, which you go back and look at that goal, still don't know how it counted.
That's a goal all the time. And no one's blaming the goalie for just knocking that off like a donkey.
No, but the initial pass hit the side of the net.
I don't know if the official could see it, but I don't know if that's the thing. Like, it's not, do you get one shot? Do you just get one shot, or can you whack away?
I don't know. It's a weird one. I've never seen a goal get called like that, but
whack away.
It was reviewed, and they had an explanation for it. So crazy. Didn't make sense, though.
I mean, when you're Minnesota and you're running Tarasenko up on the top power play, top six, and you got Marcus Johansson, who's on the top line and top six, like, it's with the loss of Matt Zuccarello just makes this team look so thin, and we thought they were good. They're lucky they got Marco Rossi and Matt Boldy to turn into quality top six players, but outside of that, this team is junky offensively, and I think it's Carolina beat down here tonight at home, so we'll take them on the team total over instead of the regulation. Montreal, New Jersey, let's go. Montreal plus 135, New Jersey minus 150, over under sitting at 6. Guess who's in net for you, boy? The Vezina, future Vezina winner. Dobish. Let's go. Montreal money line. Why? New Jersey's coming home from the West Coast. Did you know that? Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Yes.
I did not. But
Colorado, San Jose, Anaheim, 1-3 straight up on that run. Not even playing good hockey.
Yeah, tough game for him to come back home.
Absolutely. Greedy Montreal. If you're greedy, you want to bet Montreal. Team total over 3.5. Plus 175.
Ooh.
Montreal, 4+ goals in 5 straight and 21 total goals in those 5 games.
Some kind of good.
That's it. This is the spot. I actually thought Montreal would be a little longer, and I wouldn't be surprised if this closed at plus 125. I think New Jersey's a little overvalued, but I think the value on Montreal has kind of come down to earth. Like, we haven't seen Anaheim come down, and we'll get to that. But Montreal here, plus 135. I think I'd play this to plus 120. I think I'd play this to plus 130, and then once it hits plus 120, I think I'd go to the team total over 3.5 and get some big plus money. You got your notes ready for Montreal or no?
Yeah, a little bit.
What was something that's popped off to get inside of that Aggie yours?
Well, they've gotten off to slow starts the last couple games, so they need to clean that up. The details in their defensive game is, especially last game, didn't really show up the way they need to, with the way they want it, the way they've had success playing defensively. They've given up too many shots right now. Like, they're finding themselves playing loose. Like, and it's understandable when you have this much success early on. Sometimes you feel a little bit too good about yourself, and you're playing a little looser than you should. It's a young team, right? But they're a young team that's exciting to watch because they have a lot of high-end talent and they can score goals. Their power plays really good. I think top 5 in the league. So
I think their lines are starting to get some identity too, aren't they? Like, their top 9 are kind of solidified in terms of who they are. The line, the Bolduc, Gallagher. Who else is on that line?
I think it's Anderson, is it not?
No, but
is it? Yeah, it's Bolduc, Gallagher,
Newhook,
Evans, or Newhook. No, I think it's Evans.
No, Newhook's on the Demidov line.
Right. Where the hell is this? Come on.
You can do it, man. You can do it. It's a race.
So, Gallagher, Doc, Bolduc.
Yes. Stock out.
Newhook, Kapanen, Demidov, Anderson, Evans, Veleno.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the lines shape up today, but I don't know. There's something to like here at plus 135. And as I said yesterday when we hit the Chicago money line, my favorite thing to do is bet on long dogs that have good goaltending, because they can win you a game. And you saw it last night in Spencer Knight, because I think Vancouver had like 70 shot attempts on the kid.
35 shots on goal. I think it was a franchise record without scoring a goal.
The 0-0 game into the second
period. Yeah.
That's what you need. That's what you need. Nothing's worse than losing a dog with bad goaltending. But we're there. Montreal money line. Let's go. Ottawa, Boston. Boston plus 110 home dog. Over under sitting at 6. Ottawa's been pretty idle, I believe. And let's go back to that power play point. Arvidsson power play point plus 475. And then I wanted to do Zach and Arvidsson on the double stack because they're both on power play 1. I think I'm going to save it for the boost so I don't double up. So I think I'm going to go to this game for the double boost. And I think you can get Cousins and Greg as well boosted from plus 1,100. And all of a sudden you got 2 top 6 guys playing PP1.
That's rich Cousins, right? Not poor Cousins?
Rich Cousins. Yes. Cousins with a Z.
Yeah, that's how Travis Green, the coach, separates those two. He calls them
rich and
Cousins.
Poor.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
they make significantly different contracts, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But you got to give Nick Cousins credit. He's scrapped around in the league for a long time, finding a role in the bottom 6
and playing a hard role, a role that is a player that nobody likes to play against.
Ottawa PK on the road, 41.2%.
Oh,
yeah, 10
gross.
goals allowed on 17 opportunities over 6 games. Boston has won 4 straight, and the PP is 4 for 13 over that stretch. Arvidsson Zaka line played the most at 5-on-5 in the last game. Now, is there any difference to a penalty kill on the road or at home? It's not a number I look at for the splits, but it was one that stood out significantly for Ottawa. 41% on the road is booty cheeks.
Yeah, big time.
Is there anything that can change that? Like, is there any disadvantage?
Well, here's 2 things. Don't take as many penalties and strong goaltending. Allmark hasn't really been his best. And it's taken a while here for Ottawa to get to their game early on this season. They've had to deal with a lot of injuries, but the guys that they have available are still capable of getting the job done. They just have to bear down a little more.
Arvidsson Zaka plus 220, 2 points, plus 14. All thinking there. But no, that's a top 6 line and PP1 correlate, which is as good as it gets. Those are the ones you look for the 2-point stacks.
Yeah.
You might have to wait to see what Ottawa does with the lines, but I think that's it. And Boston's coming off wins, so it shouldn't change things up right now. St. Louis and Buffalo. Buffalo minus 130. Over under sitting at 6.5. We're going to go Jack Quinn for a point. St. Louis back-to-back after that 6-1 loss. Please give me your take on Binnington jamming a puck in his pants.
I just laughed. I mean, it's a pigeon move, but clearly it's a guy that did it to get attention. He probably didn't want to be the goalie that Ovechkin scored his 900th against, and he's like, screw it. If he's going to do it against me, I'm going to keep the puck. And he tried to get away with it. Like how he thinks he could get away with that with all the cameras that are involved in the game. Maybe he did it for the attention. And there's, I don't know if you heard the conspiracy theory out there, but people are saying that he had a puck in his pants before the game. And if that went in, he would find a way to swap those pucks out and really own the puck. So I don't know how much you believe in that, but it's kind of it's a donkey move, if you ask me.
I fucking love it. What? That's genius.
Right?
Yeah. Because you do see him skate away and he's like, and Stripes is like, okay, George, like we know there's lots of cameras. He's like, all right. And he's like, just let me go over here and fish this puck out. And then he fishes it out. Oh.
Nobody will ever know. Might come out one day and he's like, actually, I have the puck.
But like, could you sell it? How could you?
I think it's going to be worth something. I mean, it's the
only 900th goal in the existence of hockey,
and there might not be another one.
No,
right?
Duffy was on your show today explaining how you would possibly do that. You need to come into the league at come into the league as a rookie, score 50 goals, and then what? Run off 17 straight 50-goal seasons?
Something like that. Do the math.
You sound like
Right.
Buddy from the St. Catherine's beer store guy.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? You can't handle the tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's worse, 2 liters of pop or 6 beers? You
Yeah.
do the math.
Yeah. Like we talked about who could potentially be knocking on that door. Austin Matthews, Leon Draisaitl. I said Leon Draisaitl because Leon Draisaitl has scored 50 for the last 5 years, right? Matthews has 260 goal seasons. That's helped him get there. But I mean, do we envision Matthews being a 50-plus goal scorer with playing in this type of system?
No.
I don't know.
Get to 40, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, I agree. 40 is a really good season. And longevity, man. You need to play at least 1,300 games to do it.
And I don't know if you were a fantasy hockey guy, but Ovi led the league in hits like every year as well.
Yeah.
Which is like this isn't a soft guy. And I know that's breaking news. Yeah, Ovi's not soft. But Jack Quinn for a point plus 115. Buffalo's gutted right now. Kulik is out, I believe. McLeod might be their number 1 center, but he's not on power play 1. Quinn's on the second line with the Europeans, the 2 guys. Oh, the turnover in Buffalo is crazy. Who are the 2?
Who?
What's their name? I got him right here. Where is it? Come on, man. It's not even on the list. Oh, you guys have lost it.
Who are you talking about? How many behind it?
There's 2 guys with like super European names who are
in Buffalo?
In Buffalo right now.
Super European names.
Yeah, quote me on that.
What does that even mean?
When you see them, you'll know.
Okay, hold on.
But it's not there. It's not showing. It's
Isaac Rosen.
Yes, Isaac Rosen. Sounds Swedish.
Yeah.
And then there's one more.
Noah Usland.
Yeah, see, super European. There you go. That's the guy. He's playing on a line with them, and it's an absolute blender for this team who has a bunch of middle 6 guys. They can't put anybody with Thompson right now. I think this is no
Ryan McLeod is their first line center iceman.
Yeah.
I like Ryan McLeod as a player. I just don't see him as a first line center iceman. Peyton Krebs is their second line center iceman. Yeah. Tyson Kozak is their fourth line center iceman.
Oh, JT Eel in the house. Good to see you, pal. Question to Carlo. But I do kind of like this over game. I know it's a Hoffer start, and he's been like 100 to the over. I think he's been perfect to the over. Hoffer 5.02 goals against, 836 save, 5-1 to the over. 7-game losing streak. They get the win, St. Louis, and then get absolutely blown up last night. Can they revert back to their losing ways pretty quickly after that?
Who's this?
St. Louis, right?
Louis?
7. You lose 7 straight. You finally shake the cobwebs off, and then you get blown out. 900th goal in your face. You can revert back into the turtle shell here, can't you?
You absolutely could, but the best way to erase a memory in a game like that is to get right back at it the next night. You don't have to sit on it for a whole day. You don't have to go in and watch video and hear your coaches talk about how crap all of you guys are. You get up, you pregame meal, you get yourself ready to play another game, and if you change the result, then that one gets quickly removed from your memory.
Buffalo 1 under in their last.
Maybe this is the best case scenario for them.
Buffalo 1 under in their last 8 games. St. Louis 6-2 to the over in their last 8. Question from Avi says, does wearing the alternate jersey, in this case the Buffalo goat head tonight that they're wearing, does that fire anybody up? Like you guys get to the locker room and you see it and you're like, oh, awesome, 3rd jersey night?
No.
It's cool, but it doesn't, there's no impact on it.
It is what it is. I mean, maybe the home team gets a little bit more excited. But I remember when I played in St. Louis, we had the third jersey. It was like the dark blue with like the arch, the circle arch.
The old 70s one?
No. I think I have one
Do I
here.
got it?
I have it here. Anyways, when I used to come to the rink and see that we were wearing those, I used to get excited because I liked wearing those.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change.
Once you get on the ice, it doesn't matter.
No.
There you go. There's your answer. Washington and Pittsburgh. Let's go. We're going Kindle for a point plus 480. Oh, he's bringing it up. There it is. Producer
That
Mick.
one there, yeah.
Go up to that
This
Google
one.
search history, Producer
Yeah.
Mick. Let's see it. Nice one. Nice one. That's it. Okay.
That's it.
Washington and Pittsburgh, Kindle for a power play point plus 480. Was thinking about the Pittsburgh money line minus 0.05. Pittsburgh 2 straight losses, but power plays clicking, going 3 for 6 last 3 games with Kindle getting power play points in 2 of the 3. Washington on the second of the back-to-back. Is this a spot where maybe does Washington go out and celebrate that 900th goal last night?
They did in the room.
That's what I mean. So it's just
they had the beer bath with Ovi in the room. I mean, I think guys are pretty responsible. I don't think you can go out and celebrate. I mean, you have to jump on a plane and go to Pittsburgh, right? You should probably had a couple of pops in the room and then on the flight after, but
and back in the room.
When you get into Pittsburgh, I mean, there's not much open to go do it unless guys are gathering in a room, which I highly doubt guys are doing, considering they got to play tonight.
Charlie Lindgren versus Artur Solovs.
Well, I just saw Jari got put on IR with an injury. I saw Brazo got put on IR with an injury, and Nola Chari, all on injured reserve out for almost a month, each of them.
Someone might be knocking to the Leafs for Nick Robertson out of nowhere, right? I don't know. No, we got to get rid of Nick. You got to get rid of Nick Robertson or no?
See, the easy answer would be yes, but I think their hesitancy to do it is that they know he can score goals.
Are you a McMahon or Robertson guy?
I'm the McMahon guy.
I'm a McMahon guy too.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you only get to keep one of them. That's for sure. All right, with that, we're going on that power play. Hopefully, Washington a little slower today. Charlie Lindgren is in net, and that's a big difference between hopefully Canada's starting goaltender, because I don't think it's Binnington this year. Thanks for all the help, but I think we got to go look at different things, and I hope when we pick that team, we don't just say, oh, they were on the winning team, because there's a lot of guys who might not be able to make that team this year. Anaheim at Dallas. This is my favorite game of the day. Anaheim plus 160, over under sitting at 6. We're going to go Anaheim money line, but that's not enough. I'm going to add a Leo Carlson point to push this to plus 220. Cutter Gauthier tied for the most goals, 10, coming off a hat trick. 13 points in a 7-game point streak. You know who else has a 7-game point streak? Leo Carlson. Anaheim, 4-game heater. Florida twice, New Jersey, Detroit, and the Dallas. This is what I don't like about Dallas that scares me. They have 9 power play goals over their last 7 games. That accounts for 53% of their scoring right now. 7 games. They have 19 goals over their last 9 games. If they can't get on the power play, then they're not doing anything. And all of a sudden, this team doesn't look very deep outside of their top 4 forwards on that power play.
Well, credit to them. They're drawing a lot of penalties, right? Something you can't say enough about with the Toronto Maple Leafs, who don't draw any penalties, but they lead the league in goals for. Go figure. So, I mean, if you're getting them, find a way to capitalize on them. If you're Anaheim, I mean, all it does is just gives you more advantages to win a game. If your power plays humming and you get them, makes the games easier to win for you, because you're converting on them, versus if your 5-on-5 game isn't generating much offense. You got to find different ways to win hockey games. And right now, if that's the way they're winning, I think it's up to the teams playing against them to be better aware of, hey, this power play is humming. Like, let's stay out of the box, be a little bit more disciplined.
I think I saw something yesterday that Jacob Trouba has 0 penalty minutes.
What?
Is like a +9.
Wow.
Getting out of that locker room might have helped him.
He's going for the Selkie?
The Lady Bing.
Or
Yeah.
is it Lady Bing?
Lady Bing. Jacob Trouba, Lady Bing candidate. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll put that on my ticket with Cutter Gauthier and Macklin Celebrini
There you go.
award winners.
There you go.
But hey, we're fully bought into Anaheim, right? We talk
Yeah,
about it every
I
day.
am.
We're fully in.
I am.
Wagon.
Yeah.
Love it. Chicago's looking
Believe.
good too, but I'm scared that they're going to go.
Believe.
Philly, Nashville. Guess what this is? I don't care. This is the I don't care game. I don't want anything to do with it. Right? I don't.
I like it. I like it.
No thanks. Period.
Don't care. Don't care.
Florida Kings. Florida coming off the first Cali game, 7-3 loss to Anaheim, so there could be some changes coming. LA Kings coming off a pretty impressive 3-0 win over the Jets. 1 regulation loss last 9 games and have been home for 3 straight. Taking out home ice. Is Florida, if this was in a neutral game, do you think Florida's significantly favored with these?
I don't.
No, but I think they're pricing it that. The Kings are -115 at home tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking at this price and I'm like, am I missing something here? Like,
No.
I would not be betting Florida right now. I mean, I don't read much into the standings because there's a lot of parity right now in the Eastern Conference, but you really question if Florida's a playoff team, if they get into the playoffs, everyone's going to pick them to win because there's a team built to play in that time of year. But could we be looking at a situation here where maybe everything that Florida's gone through the last 3 years is finally catching up to them?
Yeah, for sure.
And at the same time that's happening, you've got all the teams that have been going through pain the last couple of years looking like they're taking that next step.
Agreed. This is a changing of the guard year in the NHL, it seems like.
Yeah. I actually really like Anaheim here at the value that you're getting.
Kings, -115.
Who did I say?
Anaheim.
Sorry. Anaheim.
Still like Anaheim,
True.
No, I agree. Another tricky one here. Tampa Bay at Vegas. Vegas -125. Tampa Bay coming off that 3-2 loss in Colorado, but they had ripped off 5 straight wins. Utah, Dallas, Nashville. They won 2-1 versus Vegas as they were -135 home favorites in that game with both teams coming off the back-to-back. Tampa Bay, I mean, Vegas at -125 at home ice, taking a Tampa Bay team that's coming back from altitude doesn't seem like a bad bet either, no?
Nope.
Even
I like it.
Yeah. Should be some changes, I would assume, coming from Vegas as well because they blended their lines last game in their last loss. But I think Vegas is the right side. The Vegas offense has slowed down. Some shuffles. They have 10 goals in the last 5 games, which was not the offense that they had coming out of the gates. Tampa Bay, Vegas, complete under 6.5. There you go, Prez. If you're leading into that Vegas offense that has slowed down, now's a good time to buy it. And you don't have to watch if you don't want to. Just wake up and see if you won. That's what you need because it's dark at 5 o'clock and waiting to 7 o'clock feels like a goddamn eternity right now. Right?
No.
The 6 to 7 o'clock hour for me is the longest hour in the history of hours.
Because you feel like you want to fall asleep.
The 7:30 Toronto game was the worst day of my life waiting
Monday.
for that 7:30.
Yeah, I know.
All right. That's it. Show complete. Nothing wild today. Nothing crazy.
Let's get
We're
back
gonna
on
have to
track.
do a little more digging for some line juggling today after the suspension of game day lines. We'll dig into that, find out what happened there. But let's go. Carolina team total over 3.5 -115 at home versus Carolina. We're going to go Montreal money line +135. New Jersey coming back from the West Coast. Boston, Ottawa. Could be some goals, sneaky goals here. We're going to go PP Point, Arvidsson 475 because that Ottawa road penalty kill hitting at 41% on the season. Jack Quinn and a Buffalo team that's absolutely shuffling everything with the center loss. We're going Kindle for a power play point. Pittsburgh, Washington coming off a celebration yesterday. Anaheim, Wagon, money line plus Carlson point, 7-game point streak plus 220. Philly, Nashville, pass. Lean on the Kings money line. Lean on the Knights money line. That's what we got. Have a Thursday. Appreciate the pumpers there in the chat. Leave some messages if you need any help. I'm where I am. I miss day baseball. I miss betting in the afternoon. That's certainly what it is. Looking for a new book. If you haven't been there yet, sign up. Bet99 covers NHL. Your login. Do it that way.
Gretzky book. Do it.
Boom. We go. Have a great day. Lead us out, pal.
Ciao.